Game's not even over. I don't care. I want to start this video off by saying, Tottenham executives, congratulations. You've done it. Mission successful. You have destroyed Chelsea Football Club with allowing your spy in Maurizio Pochettino into this team. Congratulations. It's been a raving success in a season where Chelsea should have gone up and improved and shown signs of progress. We've shown the literal complete opposite. The complete opposite. So I just wanted to give a strong congratulations to all the Tottenham executives that made this possible in sending over their spy to us. And I want to congratulate Arsenal as well. Whatever victory this is going to end up being, 5, 6, 7-0, enjoy it, drink it in. As somebody who's been on the receiving end of that and who has witnessed wins like that, treasure it. Because these moments are special. But this fucking guy, Maurizio Pochettino, I don't even want to talk about the players because I think that I just refuse to judge them. Because I've seen them show their talent to some degree, to some extent. I want to see them under an actual competent manager first before I really start digging into them. Because every single time in this game when a player received the ball, I swear they looked confused. They looked surprised. They looked like, oh shit, like I've suddenly got the ball. What should I do with it? Maybe I should look for somebody. I don't know. There never did I see a Chelsea player receive the ball and expect it. And be like, oh, okay, I got the ball. Now I have to go do this. Never. Not once throughout the whole game, throughout the whole season. None of that. None of that. The offensive and defensive organization, it's the exact same. It's just, oh shit, the player that I have, oh, he's got the ball now. Oh, what should I do? Maybe I should just close him off, drop back. I don't know. Maybe do something. I don't know what, but I'm just going to try something and see if it works. And just the way that the team is organized, it's so bad. And the commentators were saying, oh, it looks like, Arteta's trying to fight for the middle and win the middle of the pitch. And I swear to God, I should have just turned the TV off then and there. Pochettino, if I ever had the chance to sit down with him, mine is swinging on him, which it would take every fiber of my being to not do. If I was able to somehow, in some universe, keep my head around this guy, I would just ask him, dog, how did you feed your family by being a midfielder, and yet the concept of controlling the middle of the pitch is so foreign to you, is so non-existent to you? How is that possible? How? How is that possible? And I saw that we had more possession going into the second half, and I thought to myself, we are so cooked. Because all that means is we're just leaving more space in behind. That's all it means. Is that we're just waiting for Arsenal to break on us and to take further advantage of that. And lo and behold, again, another thing that's been seen all season. All season. I'm just pulling up the score now to see if anything's changed. It's 5-0 now. Fucking fantastic. Well done, folks. I started recording this when it was 4-0. It's 5-0 now. Amazing. I hope you guys are proud of yourselves. I forget what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Straight out of the game. Straight out of halftime. Concede both times. As has happened all season. These players don't respect Poch. There's no way. You're telling me that Belle Silva just came out with that tweet on a whim. Imagine what she's hearing from Thiago Silva, the most accomplished player at the club, on a daily basis, about how this guy has no clue what he's doing. And the fact that he stayed this long. Folks, again, if you're from my TikTok, you know, but if you're from YouTube, I've been Poch out literally since 3 games in. I had seen enough. I had seen enough 3 games in. And all season, I knew we were going nowhere with this guy. And look at where we are now. 5-0 down to Arsenal. I'm going to reload it and it's going to be 6-0 again. No, it's still 5-0. Lo and behold. Lo and behold, this is where we are. And every game this season that has given us some form of happiness, the United game, perfect example. In a vacuum, what a result, what a win, what a moment to tug at your heartstrings as a fan. 90th plus 10th minute winner. What a magical moment. All just to be undercut with the fact that this fraud was going to use it as a lifeline, as an excuse, to continue to be a parasite in the dugout. He's a parasite, is what he is. He's just sucking all the talent out of these players because he's putting these young, impressionable players in such terrible positions and just stunting their growth and just regressing them so poorly. Even if we get a competent manager, the work he's going to have to put in to just reinstill these kind of tactical values in these players, I don't even want to imagine that. And you know what? This is on the board. This is on the owners. This is on Blue Coat. This is on Boli. This is on Igbali. They're at fault for this as well, and they should go too. I don't give a shit. Because you know what? This all starts from the philosophy of wanting to rebuild and wanting to restructure. You want to rebuild? You want to restructure? You want to change the philosophy and you want to change the identity of the club? Hey, be my guest. It's not the worst thing in the world. I wasn't against it. But you're telling me that in order to do so, we have to be mid-table in back-to-back seasons with no trophies, with 3 failed managerial appointments. You're trying to sell to us that that's a necessary step? Where? How? They got to go. They have got to go. And if by... I'm thinking like... Because I'm not watching another game of Chelsea this season. I don't care. And if they keep especially if they keep Pochettino, I'm not watching any Chelsea next year. I think that the fans need to boycott. They need to boycott merch. They need to boycott games. They need to even just boycott talking about the team. They just need to let the team fade into obscurity. And it's tough, but it has to happen. That or protesting or both. That's what has to happen for some tangible change to be made. Because I look around at all the other teams in Europe, young managers, or they, again, City are an exception. They have a guy like Pep, but I see this new crop of young, talented, ideological managers with an idea that they stick by and they live by. I look at that and I think to myself, how perfect would that be? Even with Potter, the signs were starting to show of progress later on in his tenure. You look at all these young managers and you just think to yourself, why aren't we looking at these guys? Why aren't we interviewing them? At least. Why are we not interviewing them at least? And asking them what they want to do with this team, with this club. And compare it to what Pochettino has done or wants to do. Which is fucking nothing, which is running into the ground. Again, all these teams looking for these managers, and we're just sitting on our hands with this bum, with this parasite, with this spy. It's disgraceful, and it's indicative of the mindset of the board. The board has to. They have to put out a statement after this game. They have to put out a statement after this game and explain to the fans just what the fuck that was. 2 seasons, and the result has been losing 5-0 to Arsenal. That's the culmination of their whole tenure, is this match. That's what this is. Really? 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 They got to go too. And if by some chance they turn it around, we will never forgive this. Never. Never. Even if forgive, we will never forget this. And the squalor that these bums put us into. And you know what? Fellas, I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about it. And I'm reading the reports. And boys, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back on the Thomas Tuchel bandwagon. The president of the Thomas Tuchel train is back on the tracks. Because if this guy wants to come back to us, I was thinking about this during the game. If this guy wants to come back to us, why not? Why not? If these owners are willing to swallow their pride and bring him back and be like, you know what? We're going to do the recruitment. Because I said earlier on in the season, I didn't mind our recruitment. I thought that we had good recruitment. I liked some of the players that we brought in. Trust the recruitment to bring in the players and let Tuchel coach the team. He has to work a little bit on his attacking philosophies, but you know what? He's a smart guy. And he's accomplished more in the past with worse odds. Why not? He's one of the best tacticians in Europe. I don't think that that's up for debate. I think maybe he has a little bit of an expiry date as a coach, but I don't think that that's that bad of a thing. Sure, 2 seasons, 3 seasons maybe at most, but at least giving us that bedrock of being an elite team potentially. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? And if we're not satisfied with the rest of the managers available, if we're worried about how proven they are, or what would the respite be with the fans, or would they be able to bring results, Tuchel ticks all 3 boxes. He's proven himself. He's good respite with the fans, and I think that he would be a great tactician, as he's shown throughout his whole career, even with Bayern. Bayern was a little bit of an anomaly, because I don't think that the squad was as suited to him. But still, he still made it to the semifinals with them, at least. I think that's still something. That's still worthy of praise. I'm back on the Tuchel bandwagon. I'm leading the Tuchel train. Again. Last time I did that, didn't end so badly. Now did it? I think the board have to go with that. I think that they have to go with that. And the biggest thing against Tuchel, which is his transfer targets, I don't think that would be a problem. Because we have the transfer policy infrastructure already set to some degree. It has to happen. It has to happen. A change has to be made. Fellas, you're at the point of no return. You're losing 5-0 to Arsenal. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. That's inexcusable. And I know Poch, the loser that he is going to try and spin that. And it's going to be infuriating. Once again, boys, unless there's a change in the dugout, literally unless there is a change in the dugout, I will not be watching any more Chelsea games this season. I'm going to do other Chelsea-related videos, other football-related videos in the meantime. But no more content about this team. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve my viewership. They don't deserve my money. They deserve absolutely nothing. They don't even deserve the words out of my mouth anymore. They don't deserve that anymore. They have lost that privilege. And I think that they have lost the privilege of every fan that cares about this club. I've had enough. Poch out, Bluco out, Bowley out, Igbali out. There is no evidence to suggest otherwise. Hopefully you guys have a great day regardless of this result, but that is my piece. Goodbye.